हेलो एवरीवन। आज हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे राइटर की जिन्होंने एक्चुअली यू कैन से दैट सी बिगैन फेमिनिस्ट मूवमेंट। सी वाज द पायोनियर to talk about women rights, women equality, and she is named Mary Wollstonecraft. Mary Wollstonecraft is very famous writer when it comes to feminism because for the rights of women equality there were political movements, of course, but before the political movements took place, in 1792 only, Mary Wollstonecraft has written a book, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, that is in 1792. From there only, the movement started. The movement started in the sense that she raised questions against the set norms which were there to determine womankind. Earlier in the society, so called patriarchal society, we know that people used to believe that women should be confined to domestic space. They should not be allowed to have education. Their primary work is to only do domestic chores. And they are not rational, they are emotional. That's why they should not be allowed to take part into the politics, philosophy, reason, logic, rationality. And voting rights, of course, were not given to them. So Mary Wollstonecraft is very famous for that reason because she was the first, somewhere you can say she was the pioneer to talk about, to raise the question against the set norms, which used to say that women are inferior, which used to say that women are emotional, not rational. Before I go further, I would like to talk about this that she had a life which was traumatic, which was not that good. She had two ill-fated affairs, but she got married to William Godwin. William Godwin is very famous. Those who study literature, they know he was a philosopher. So she got married to William Godwin. And one more thing I would like to talk about her, so that you can relate her to the famous writer Mary Shelley. Why? Because Mary Shelley was daughter of her. Mary Shelley is very famous for Frankenstein. She wrote Frankenstein. She was daughter of Mary Wollstonecraft. Mary Shelley, we know she was wife of P.B. Shelley, a famous romantic writer. So Mary Wollstonecraft, she was the first to talk about women's rights. And her famous book, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, that was published in 1792, is still read by those who are teaching or reading literature. So I would like to now discuss about the book and what the content it contains. That is a vindication of the rights of women. Let's go for that. A Vindication of the Rights of Women was published in 1792 by Mary Wollstonecraft. Being one of the pioneers who radically deviated from the concept of femininity as natural, biological to the view of femininity as social, Wollstonecraft observed that the social norms, values, law, and cultural practices demanded, imposed, and recommended particular forms of behavior from women, and not conforming to these norms resulted in their being treated as witches or monsters. So she was right to say that somewhere it was a set norm, a societally, you can say, socially constructed concept of femininity that women had to follow. And she clearly says this was never natural or biological. So this social construction of womankind, femininity, is very much a question that she raises a question against. She says it's not women who like to behave in a particular manner. It's the society which expects them to behave in a particular manner. And if they don't behave in that particular manner, they are treated as witches or monsters. So this is, even today, this is very relevant. But this question was raised by her long back in 1792 only. There were famous writers like Rousseau. Rousseau is a great philosopher, but he was also against women's education. And here Wollstonecraft says no, education should be imparted because education is the only tool which can bring equality in society. In an age where the labor of men was privileged over that of women, Wollstonecraft provided the first major theoretical exploration of gender inequality. Wollstonecraft rejected the established view that women are naturally weaker or inferior to men. She does not like this concept that they are naturally weaker. No, it's not they are naturally weaker. They are equal to men. This is what she is trying to say. And she says that women should be companions to the men, not dependent on men. Companion. Even today we have in modernism we have the concept of companionship. Women are to be companions, not dependent on men. This is what she said in 1792 in the book A Vindication of the Rights of Women. And for this she says education is important if you want women to be companions, and that's why women should be educated. Now the question comes whether she was against the gender hierarchies. Today we have feminist writers and philosophers who say no, we have to reverse, upset the gender hierarchies. But she was not like that. Though she was radical in seeking education for women, she was radical in seeking education and equality for women. But she says, yes, I'm not against the gender hierarchies. Yes, she says this that education should make you love domestic chores as well. So she was humble, at the same time radical and polite to say that women are companions, not inferior, and they should be educated. And what they are told to be or behave in a norms, a particular manner, is not biological or natural, rather, it is socially constructed. So I must say that when you want to begin feminism, never forget to read A Vindication of the Rights of Women, published in 1792 by Mary Wollstonecraft. Thank you for today. Bye bye.